All right, Max Ralph here from PennLive. Another Penn State men's basketball game in the books and another blowout on behalf of the Nittany Lions. Took down St. Francis from Pennsylvania. Just a short trip down I-99, St. Francis. It was 92-62, a 30-point margin. Obviously, the final score doesn't really show it, but I would say that was the first time in this young season that Penn State has had to deal with a little bit of adversity, and they handled it really well. You go back to the first half, the star big man, Yannick Koenen-Niederhauser, he got 2 early fouls, and with about 16 minutes left in the half, sat on the bench the rest of the way. And Penn State felt the effects. Kachi Enze came in, played a little bit of the 5. He struggled a little bit early on, missed a few passes down low, just wasn't protecting the rim at the same level Yannick can. And then you get Puff Johnson in there for a little bit of a small ball 5. Of course, a lot has been made about the fact that he put on 15 pounds this offseason and looks a lot healthier and stronger. Well, tonight I would say that's definitely true, because Puff ended up with a career-high 20 points, kind of leading the charge in that win tonight. He was really good. 20 points, I want to say 3 rebounds, no assists, but he had 4 steals defensively. He was clogging passing lanes, did a really good job around the rim. Mike Rhoades basically said afterward he's always played hard, but with the extra weight on him, kind of allows him to just wear out opponents. He's also healthy after dealing with a little bit of a shoulder issue in the past year, or at least an apparent shoulder issue. He was healthy. I don't really know. But yeah, he looked great tonight. Ace Baldwin too, kind of, he didn't have to do a whole lot offensively in the first couple of games because Yannick was so good and the guys around him were so good. But tonight he had 16 points as St. Francis took the lead actually in the first half with about 2 minutes left. It was 34-33. With Yannick out, Penn State just turning the ball over a few times. 7 turnovers in the first half, led to 11 St. Francis points. But Ace Baldwin, with that half being close, he scored 9 points right near the break. That kind of put Penn State back on track. Puff Johnson had 6 as well going into the break. Then out of halftime, Penn State really just blew away St. Francis. 24 turnovers on the night, 25 points off of them. Kind of what we've come to expect from a Mike Rhoades team. Really good in the transition. And one guy that I wanted to highlight who isn't going to make a whole lot of noise in the box score, but 8 points from freshman guard Dominic Stewart. And I thought he was just really active defensively and did a lot of good things. He's a guy I'm curious to see develop the rest of the way. He's a good shooter. Still learning kind of the ins and outs of what Mike Rhoades wants him to do, but certainly showed some good things tonight. Like I said, St. Francis took a late first half lead in this one and kind of gave Penn State the first adversity it's faced all year, especially with Yannick on the bench for the first half. And then Nittany Lions came out of it clean. So really impressed with a few of the guys out there. Like I said, Puff and Dominic were great. Ace had 6 turnovers too, which was a little bit uncharacteristic for him, but ended up being plus 34 on the night when he was on the floor. Really good night for him. 6 assists to kind of offset those turnovers. Puff, the other thing with him, really good 3-point shooting, 3 for 4. Just a good way to come back from a little bit of a weird one. St. Francis matched Penn State's pace, forcing some of those turnovers, which I think caught Penn State a little bit off guard, and then, just able to come out of it really clean. Next one is a big one, playing Virginia Tech in Baltimore on Friday. First test, I would say, for Penn State, because the Hokies aren't great this year, but of course they're a power conference school, and it's a big game going out there in Baltimore for the Hall of Fame Classic. Going to be interesting. Ace Baldwin going home. He's Baltimore native. His team looks good. That's the bottom line. I really think I'm curious to see how things go when they start to play better competition, because I've been impressed so far with a lot of different guys. But that's Max Ralph from PennLive signing off.